boys and girls, we're going to do our snowman adventure. So the first thing we want to do is we want to get rid of Scratch Cat, and we want to come over here to our choose a sprite, and you can either draw one from the paint editor or they have a snowman sprite in the library. So there, and then you're going to move it where you want. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to pick your background. So I'm going to pick an Arctic. And pick about 4 or 5 places that maybe you want him to go. Maybe you want him to go to a concert. So you just come over here and you just pick several things. Maybe at a baseball game. Doesn't have to be realistic, obviously. So if you wanted to choose a castle and you wanted to just choose several. You may not end up using all of them, but then you have the choices that you can if you want to use them. So I'm going to put the Jurassic, and let's go back to, let's pick one more. And I'm going to also pick say the moon or under the sea. Lots of different options that you could use. So you've chosen several different backdrops here. I don't need this plain white one, so I'm just going to get off of it. So now I'm starting here, and you see I can have it, so concert, baseball. Okay, so this is how you could get your backdrops. So now I'm going to go to code. So the first thing I want to code is I want to get into the habit of always starting with an event. That's our starting, so this one's going to start with a flag. So on here you can have them do all kinds of things. Make sure you're clicked on your snowman, and then you can say, you can have him move, you could have it turn, you could have it go, you could have it glide. So on this one I'm going to have the snowman start with my event, start with my go to position. So I want it to go to this XY position. That means it's right here on this state, right here on the stage. And then I'm going to have it do some different things. So I'm going to have it turn all the way around. So I know turning it 15 times 24 would be 360. So I know that would get him to go all the way around. So you could have him do a turn, or you could have him move. There's lots of different things you could have him do. So I'm going to have him turn around and then come back, and I have it say hello. And then I want to have it say, and you just click right here, I want to go on an adventure. Now I don't want to start here, so I want to make sure that I go and I say switch the backdrop to the one I want to start. So I want to start at the Arctic. And so now I'm going to have him move a little, go over here to the motions and say glide to the new place. Move a little, glide to the new place. Move a little, glide to the new place. Move a little, glide to the new place. Now once I've got him to where I want it, I'm going to actually go ahead and switch the backdrop. So I'm going to say over here, I'm going to switch the backdrop to the concert. So now when I hit play, he says hello, and then it looks like he's starting to move. So now once it's here, I'm going to move it to where I want it to be. So I'm going to change my location, and then I'm going to go make sure that I put that in the code. So I'm going to say go to that position, and then I'm going to have it maybe this time I'm going to have him go back and forth. So I'm going to say move forward. Anytime I do opposite motions, though, I want to make sure I put a weight in between them, or you won't see it because the computer's too fast for your eyes to see it. So I'm going to say move forward, move backwards. Now if I want him to move backwards, it is a -10. Backwards is actually left. So now I'm going to say move forward, move backwards, and then I'm going to say turn right, turn left. So this is kind of what that would look like. And I want to repeat that. Oh, let's say I want to repeat it 20 times. So now it does this. So it looks like it's got a little bit of a glitch there. So I think I need to tell it to have another weight right here. So I'm just going to add another weight right there to kind of make that less glitchy. There we go. And now it's doing a little dance. So after, and then I'm going to come over here. And after he does this, maybe you could have it say something here like, look, I'm at a concert. And then you would go ahead and switch to your next backdrop. So you are going to continue to do this until you get, and so you'll have him, when it switches to space, you'll have him do and say something in space. And then when you switch to the Jurassic, you could have him do and say something in the Jurassic. So this is kind of how you are going to be making this project. He goes to one place, he says and does something. He goes to another place, says and does something, until you get it all the way back to the start at the beginning to the Arctic. So this is kind of the pattern that you're going to follow.